So in this video, we are going to discuss about demand forecasting. So what is forecasting? Forecasting basically means prediction or estimation of future. Mainly, uh, as far as production is concerned, it mainly deals with the prediction of sales or amount of quantity that needs to be produced to meet the demand, etc. So sales forecast means estimation of sales in future. It is also known as demand forecasting. Okay, suppose you are is a car manufacturing company, is needs to predict what will be the sales in the coming year or the next month. So what should be the production be? If it is a garment manufacturing company, then it needs to predict what will be the demand. Sometimes it can be affected by season. Okay, sometimes there may be a huge demand. Okay, like the case of an umbrella. So it depends upon season. During the rainy season, the demand will be very high. So if can predict what will be the sales demand, then we can adjust the manufacturing at that level. So let us discuss about the different methods or techniques of demand forecasting. So the techniques we are going to discuss are the qualitative method or survey method. We will see each one of them in detail in the next slides. Next one is the quantitative method or statistical method. So these are the two broad classifications of the methods of demand forecasting. So let us first see what exactly is qualitative method or survey method. Qualitative method mainly consists of these different types of method, that is the consumer survey, that is survey of buyer expectation. We will see each one of them in detail. Or Salesforce opinion method or Salesforce composite method, Delphi method, expert opinion method, historical analogy method, etc. And quantitative methods include test marketing, time series analysis, moving average method, exponential smoothing method, regression analysis, econometric models, etc. So let us first discuss the first method that comes under the qualitative method. So broad classifications are qualitative and quantitative. So consumer survey method is a type of qualitative method. That is the survey of buyer expectations. So in this method, non-purchasers of a product are asked to predict the requirements for a given future period. For a company, there will be a regular purchases, regular customers. So the regular customers are inquired about the prediction for the future period. Based upon that, we will predict the forecast. For this, a sample of potential consumers is surveyed to know how much of the product they would buy at a given price during a specified future time period. It can be a complete enumeration survey or sample survey. So that means we will select a set of potential buyers, then we will incur at which price they will buy, in which quantities and what quantities in a specified future period. Based on this, we can uh, do the demand forecasting. So this is the first method. This is called the consumers survey because it is based upon the consumers. We are selecting consumers and ask them about what will be the prediction, and based upon that we will arrive at a conclusion. The next method is the Salesforce opinion method or Salesforce composite method. So the name suggests that instead of consumer, we will use the Salesforce or the sales executives to predict the future. So this is a method of forecasting future demand for a product by adding together what each member of the sales force expects us to sell in his or territory. That means for a company there will be a sales division, and for each sales division there will be several sales executives. So we are asking the sales executives at what will be the future demand of the product in that particular territory, etc. And based upon the opinion of all the sales executives, we can predict the demand. So this is used by companies for a short-term forecast, maybe for 3 months, maybe for at least for 1 year. So it take advantage of the field staffs whose intimate knowledge. So they have a lot of knowledge about the consumers' needs and market conditions by asking them to forecast the company's sales for the respective areas for the coming season or year. Okay, so these are mainly, so it is not mainly used for fast moving consumer goods like the food products, etc. So this has got almost a regular demand. So these are basically based upon some of the examples: cars, umbrellas, like sort of it can be affected by seasonally or many other factors. The demand can suddenly grow and decrease, uh, go up or come down. So this is the Salesforce method. And for individual forecast are combined to get the overall demand. So all the forecast of the sales executives are combined together to get the overall demand. And next comes, so we have seen how predicted the demand based upon the customers, based upon the sales force executive. Now we are relying upon the expert opinion, experts to predict the demand. It assumes that some people have more knowledge than others about a certain topic. And if you collect this knowledge from a group of experts, the results will definitely exceed the outcomes collected from one expert. The firm makes an effort to obtain the opinion of a group of experts who have long standing experience in the field. So, based upon the opinion of these experts, we will predict the for demand, or we will forecast the demand. So there are many agencies who conduct the research organization, and they will collect their opinion charge, and they charge nominal fees. And next is the most important method of the that is coming under the quantitative method. That is the Delphi method. It is derived from the Greek name Oracle of Delphi, that is one who predicts the future. This process is used to arrive at a group opinion or decision by surveying a panel of experts. Okay, this is similar to the expert opinion method, but is slightly different. Here also you are relying upon a panel of experts. These experts respond to several rounds of questionnaires, and the responses are aggregated and shared with the group after each. Suppose there are 10 experts. So these experts are given several questions, and the results of all these are combined together and then presented to each experts again. Okay, and then experts can adjust their answers each round. Okay, so suppose this one predicted 100, just air some random numbers, this one 150, like that, 10 up to maybe 200, etc. These are all combined together, and then this information is shared with them, and then they can make some adjustments. Sometimes the one may make an adjustment to 125, this may to be 130, etc. They can adjust the forecast. So this several rounds of this process is completed, and based on the results of the multiple rounds of questionnaires sent to a panel of experts, the Delphi method seeks to reach the correct response through consensus. Okay, after the several rounds, the experts come to a consensus, right? Then and that value is taken as the forecast. So next one is the historical analogy method. So analogy means a comparison between one thing and another, typically for the purpose of explanation or classification. So In this method, the past sales reflects results of a similar product are used to predict the likely sales of a similarly new product. Okay, that means earlier when we introduced that product, it had a demand of maybe some fixed quantity like 1,000 units. Then based upon that, we are trying to predict the future. So this is often used by politicians and diplomats to explain or make a prediction method about a current or future event based on events in the future. That means we have already gone through a pandemic period. So if another pandemic comes, then you can make some predictions based upon the previous what happened in the previous pandemic, just like that.